bring them up, and it's one of the rival teams. Who like, who like Mustard? Hey, man, you trying to go to the third top. Hard time, boy. Man, this guy might give it up for my man right there.
Hey, what's your favorite part of the school then?
Lunch.
Hey, mine was reading, so if you want to leave the school, raise your hand. Right? Hey, I just want to give a shout out to the administrators for letting this happen and Patrick and Davis for allowing me to come up here. This is my first time speaking in front of anyone this big. So, one thing I hated in middle school and high school was public speaking. I hated it. I was scared, I was nervous. And I'm going to give my testimony today because I hope it changes your life, because I'm 20 years old today. I graduated a year ago. In middle school, I remember running the court up and down, 7th and 8th grade starter. You know, my name was in the newspaper. Everyone knew me. And in the 8th grade year, I was hanging out with the wrong people, making the wrong decisions, making the wrong choices, hanging out with the wrrong people. And I was in front of this girl's house, and these kids threw rocks in this girl's window. And the cops got involved. It was funny, it's ironic that a cop is here today, because anytime the cops were involved with me, I was running, I was booking, I was taking off. I was never being caught, right? So I was with a bunch of guys, and they threw rocks through this girl's window, knocked the windows out, the cops got involved. I didn't throw a rock that day. But 3 months later, I walked home from school. My dad goes, "Do you want to be on Judge Judy?" Who's seen Judge Judy? Raise your hand. Okay. Where do you guys think it's filmed at? You get some answers. Chicago? Okay, that's a guess. That's wrong though. Other one. And it's in the United States. Give me some states. Where? California? Yeah, it's in California. Hollywood Studios. They flew me out, paid for my free ticket. They paid for my hotel, paid me to go on the show. And I flew out there. I was on Judge Judy. Right? So then I went back to my town, and everyone knew I was on Judge Judy. So I was pretty much famous in Munster on the basketball team. So in my freshman year, right, I get started and I made varsity basketball as a freshman. That's pretty good. And I come back, and that's when I started doing things I should have been doing. I always said I'm never going to smoke weed. Guess what? In 7th grade, I tried marijuana for the first time, which led me to smoke cigarettes, which led me to do psychedelic drugs. Acid, mushrooms, and then throughout my high school years, I tried cocaine, I tried ecstasy, Molly, ketamine. I can name all the drugs that I used to try. I used to see some of my friends shoot up heroin. Things I would never imagine myself doing. Because ever since I was a young boy, I always dreamt to be a professional basketball player. And when I was a freshman, I was getting recruited by big schools, right? So my sophomore year, I think I'm all big and prideful. Everyone knows me, like I'm the school jock, and everyone knows who I am. Well, guess what? I was in the car with the wrong people. If you tell me your 5 friends, I can tell you your future. Tell me who you're hanging out with, and I'm going to tell you where your life's going to go. Because the temporary decisions that you make here on this earth is going to affect your future. Not only here, but in life to come. So my sophomore year, I was in a car. It's funny because I was driving in the back seat, right? And an undercover cop pulls us over. He was telling a story how, he took the handcuffs out, and he just arrested all the people on the spot because no one admitted that there was marijuana in the car. Well, guess what? I went to the station that day, and the cop asked me, "Do you have anything on you?" I said, "No, I'm on the varsity basketball team. I'm a good kid. I didn't do anything, officer. Why are you guys arresting me? Why am I at the station?" He said, "Okay, well, take off your pants and empty your pockets." So I got in front of the cop, and I said, "Okay, sir, empty my pockets." And empty my pockets, and I had a plastic bag come out. He goes, "What's that?" I said, "Nothing, I'll show you." I was scared, freaking out. It was a .1 marijuana. A .1, that's like nothing. Nothing. So that right there got back to the head coach. And this was during the season, right in the beginning of the season. Got back to the coach. The coach had the choice to remove me from the team or to kick me off the team. And he kicked me off the team. And that's when my life started getting worse and worse. I started hanging out with the wrong people. My sophomore year, then I was at a public school, right? My parents transferred me over to a private school called Illinois Christian. So I hated, anything to do with Christians. Who Who goes to church on a Sunday? Your parents forced you to go to church on Sunday? Raise your hand. Okay. I was forced to go to church on Sunday. I hated it. I was forced to go. And sometimes I smoked weed before the service because I thought I heard the message better. And they let out to me playing sports in high school. And my junior year, I was transferring over to Indiana Christian, expecting to play on the basketball team there. Well, I found out right before the season started that I had to sit out a year. So I had a decision to try out for the team. And I said, Dad, I'm quitting basketball. I'm done. My career's over. I'm not doing it anymore. He's like, you're going to do it or I'm going to send you to a boarding school. Who wants to go to a boarding school? No one, right? Oh, wait, I didn't want to, so I said, I'm not going to do it. I'll try out for the team. So I tried out for the team. I made the team. Knowing I can't play a game, I can't step on the court. I had to sit on the bench for what these people are doing. I had to sit on the bench like that. So all I did was party and drink with the seniors. And it was a Christian school. And guess what? I found the people that were partying just like I found the people in the public school. It's who you surround yourself with. My senior year, I was blessed enough by God to get the number 23 back. And I was playing basketball again. And it was so sad because I was on the court and I would smoke 2 blunts and a bong before every game. I had to smoke weed. I was a fiend. I fiend to smoke weed. And my older brother, he's at Ball State University. All he did was he was a drug dealer. So all he did was sell weed. And I was so influenced by him. If you look at your aunts, your uncles, and your cousins, those are the people that pour into your life. And my brother, he poured negativity in my life. And ever since I was young, he always say, Brandon, you're a failure. You're never going to amount to anything. You're retarded. He told me that to my face. And every day I wake up and I had to face life. And I just say, I'm a failure. I look at myself in the mirror, insecure about myself. And I said, I'm not going to do anything with my life, so I might as well just live YOLO. Drake, right? YOLO. You only live once. Cheap, bang, bang in the streets. All this stuff, right? Young Moolah, baby, Lil Wayne. And all I do is listen to this type of music. I love rap music. I loved it. If you name any rapper, I've seen them. First off, I've been to every concert there is. I've seen Jay-Z, Drake, Lil Wayne. The list goes on and on of rappers I've seen. And then I got into EDM, electric dance music. And that's when I started taking Molly and ecstasy and pills. I never thought I even imagined myself doing. But it was who I was surrounding myself with and the choices I was making. And it was having an effect on my life. I was getting arrested. I've been arrested 10 times. The only time I went to court, though, was Judge Judy. The only time. That's the only time I went to court. And what I'm going to say today for you guys take out anything of what I'm saying today, I'm just saying God can take. See, I was living in a mess. But guess what? I'm standing in front of you guys today so it can be a message for you guys to hear. Because I was going through a test, but now it's a testimony. I was a victim, and I was an alcoholic, I was a drug addict, I was all these things, but now I got victory over that. And I'm not, all those trials that I had to triumph up over that. That's not who I used to be today. And if you're looking at today, that's not who I am. And now I graduated here, and I was looking to go to Ball State University. So education, your teachers here. I never took school seriously. I got A's and B's, but guess what? I cheated my way through high school. I did, honestly. And I wanted to go to high school for business, but when God took care of my life, and now I want to be a youth pastor. And now I'm a youth leader at the church my friend Patrick goes to. And I'm seeing lives get changed instantly. I mean, people hear my testimony. I was in a bonfire with my house a few months ago, and people would come up to me and give me their bongs, their bowls, their fake IDs, liquor, Xanax, full packs of cigarettes, lighters. The list goes on and on. And these people were just hearing my testimony, and they're saying, I don't want to do this anymore. And you're in no story now. You're in 7th, 8th grade. I never thought I would ever do that, right? But guess what? When you get into high school, when you get to East Chicago, we're talking to kids today that they're honestly smoking weed, right? They're doing stuff. And these guys are guys game managers. I was never in a game. But what they had, they've seen people get shot up. They've seen some crazy stuff. I mean, every time I got a call over the cop, I remember I was in a car one time, and a cop was over, and I took off, and I hid behind the house. 3 hours later, they had 15 squad cars looking for me, about to call the helicopter because they thought I fell in a pond. So I got so many crazy stories I can tell you about what I did in my life. But now I stand here today telling you that God has a plan for your future. If your parents, if they're divorced, because I know a lot of friends of mine that their parents are divorced and it really has an effect on their life. And that's why my dad was an alcoholic. He was a gambler. And by the grace of God, my parents are still together. And today, God woke you up today so you could change someone else's life, so you can hold the door for someone else. Do the small things in life, and you will see blessings come back to you. I'm telling you, it's that simple. I remember there's a Bible verse, right? It says, ask and you shall receive, seek and you shall find, knock and the door shall be open for you. So all you have to do, if you have a dream, you got to believe it. You got to grind and do it. You got to achieve. If you want to do something in life, go to school, get an education, go to college. And I'm telling you, your life will be forever changed. You don't have money in your pocket. You don't have to worry about living on the streets and trying to get money in your pocket the wrong ways. So, I got 4 minutes here, but I'm going to make it short. All these people here today, I only know Pastor personally, and he's pouring into my life because he's a spiritual mentor to me. And he's going into schools. He's telling people that they have a plan, and you have a plan for your life. Don't give up on yourself. When you look in the mirror, don't say you're ugly. Say, I'm a champion. I want you to turn to your neighbor right now and say, you're a world changer. Alright? Hey, people want to say you're a world changer. You're not a future world changer. You're a now world changer. You're a now. You can do things right now that will change what you're doing in the future. And I'm telling you, you want to listen to your teachers. When they're talking, you want to look them in the eyes. You want to show respect. I look at the water here, it says respect, responsibility, and readiness. Some of you guys, when I was in middle school, I was lazy. I was a procrastinator. When I had a homework assignment, a test, guess what? I wouldn't do it. I would wait for the next day. I would cheat on someone. I didn't care. You know? A lot of people want to cheat away from high school, and they realize that they're going to be living in their parents' house their whole life and not doing anything for themselves except munching and getting off their parents. You gotta believe in yourself. If no one believes in you, believe in yourself, because you can achieve so many things in your life. I would never thought I'd be in middle school today speaking to you guys in front of this platform. And it's just amazing that I had this opportunity, and I plan to just keep doing what I'm doing right now. Keep going into schools and speaking to your guys' life. So I just want to thank you for listening to me today, and I just hope God blesses you in your future.